So this is slightly interesting, mainly because I don't know exactly where I'm about to go fish. I'm about to go fish, but where I don't know. It's a beautiful day. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of rain. Temperature's been high. It's 37 right now. It's only 9 o'clock. I mean, it sucks. I say it sucks, but it's actually really nice to have this warm weather in the winter time because it does get a drag with all that cold temperatures and whatnot. Still layered up, still prepared for the cold. There's a slight nip in the air, but with all that rain, with all that snow melt, I don't exactly know what's going to be fishable. And I kind of would like to fish some bigger waters just because I want to learn more about that. I kind of consider myself a champion of small streams. Not that I'm the best at it, but I think that's what I do most of the time, and I'm pretty good at it, I think. Sometimes not. But basically, gonna drive around and try to find some good water to fish, kind of work on some of the techniques. The water's a little warmer today, so I was probably going to try a vertical jig, which if the weather was colder, so I might be able to get away with a little faster strips, because of course we are streamer fishing. We're on that quest for trophy trout, so we'll see. Gonna have some fun and see what happens. Dude, if I lose this fly, I might actually cry. Look how sexy this thing is. Anyways, probably gonna make a fly change here. Started off with the drunken disorderly just because I kind of wanted to try it. Never really fished one. Love it. Fishes, the action on it is incredible. I'll say that. It's incredible. Um, it's a little colder here than I thought it was going to be. When I left, it was a really nice, beautiful day. It's a little overcast now. Still really cold. So I'm going to put on something that's going to get down a little deeper, something with a bead. I put a shot on, but there's so much deer hair packed there on the head that it's not going to get down. So I want to get down to the fish. They're going to be lazy, lethargic probably, and so switch up the fly, and we'll get back to it. All right, so what I just did, I already changed flies. Put the olive peanut MB on, yeah, peanut MB. But I just lengthened my leader to 9 foot. The vertical jig technique that I'm trying to use calls for a 9 to 12 foot leader, the way Kelly describes it in the book. And I think I might have figured out why. I'm using a Type 6 line. It's a full sink line, which means it sinks 6 inches per second. But your line essentially doesn't sink anymore once you begin your retrieve. It just kind of stays where it is. But there's still that thicker diameter to the line, where compared to the monofilament that I have it tied to, the monofilament with weight, like a split shot on I have, is going to sink faster than the line. So I was pulling up my flies really quick with that short, maybe 5 foot leader that I had on. And so my fly was like surfacing, and I don't think I was recovering the bottom the way I needed to. I'm also kind of trying to adapt the technique to this small stream. The technique is kind of especially built for big rivers when you're using a boat. You can do it when you're wading, obviously, but it's a little harder. But I'm just trying to adapt it to these small streams. The technique is a vertical jig, so you're jigging upward. Sometimes I modify it. This is something I've always done, is like a horizontal jig, and kind of working that in there too, especially under some of like these not really undercut banks, but some overhangs, some brush overhangs, and kind of do a horizontal jig through there, kind of just trying to adapt it. You know, there's no system that works on every single water, so you got to kind of learn and adapt. And it's kind of interesting. Even though I haven't moved anything yet, I think I've learned quite a bit already. But more as the day goes, and hopefully we'll catch some fish. All right. Currently walking my way back to the car. I know where I am now. I've worked up this far before from the other way, working upstream rather than downstream. So I'm pretty far back. So I'm gonna head back to the car, go to a different spot, do the same thing. I still have plenty of time left, so we're gonna do that. Haven't moved anything, so gonna have to switch something up, switch flies again. It's time to go black circus peanut. I'll kind of ponder what I want to do on my walk back, but definitely gonna switch something up. The sun we have clear skies now. Saw some mayflies come off, so there's definitely some bug activity. I don't know though, gotta figure through a game plan. Probably gonna want to go to a lighter fly, maybe yellow or white, or even back to that olive, I don't know. We'll see. Got some thinking to do, got some walking to do, so we're gonna get to it. The guy wanted the DD, and that's my strategy. Was essentially put on the big drunken disorderly bright colored brown trout imitation, flashy. The sun's out, a little bit brighter fly, get that flash in. The movement on this fly is nuts. I mean, it is sexy. Like, dude, it's sexy, dude. Like, it's unreal. Like, I tied this one, and I'm so scared to lose it because it turned out so well. But like, it's too nice not to fish, and that's my first fish on the DD. But like I said earlier, I wasn't getting anything. I was doing really slow. I was working on a vertical jig approach. Nothing, absolutely no movement. My flies were actually smaller, so I thought that would have been more ideal. But as it turns out, warmed up. I think the fish are a little bit more active now, and this thing, I'm just ripping it through the water, and sure enough, that fish came up and gave her a go. But that's, figured something out at least. One fish wanted it, so still got a lot of time to work. It's kind of cool. Maybe figured something out, maybe not, but keep chugging along, and that's a fish in a basket, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
Run.
Yeah, buddy. I saw this fish rise, come up, rise, hit it dry, tossed my streamer on the log. Game over. Came up, first cast in there. Nice, healthy chunk. Gorgeous brown trout, that's for sure. Dude, it doesn't get better than that. We get him back. Just crushed it. I don't know if you were able to hear it on the GoPro, but I'm like, oh, he just rose. Threw it in there, ate it. Like, they definitely turned on with this water temperature pump up. So I'm gonna keep going, dude. I mean, that's not a monster by any means, but that's a solid fish. That's a solid fish all day. You will subscribe to the YouTube channel. You shall subscribe.